Hey ladies, it's your girl Doretta, and welcome to another episode of Momfluence. Let's forget about the stereotype the world says about us, like we're struggling, we're baby mamas, or we're alone. Well, not over here. At Momfluencer, we're here to inspire you, educate you, and empower you. Yep, while you're going to school, you're working on that job, or even while you're paying those bills. Understand, you have to keep your head up and keep going while you're juggling through life journeys. Let's go. We got this. Mom Influencer. Welcome to Momfluence. It's your girl Doretta. And today we have a special guest. Today we have
Bianca, hey, how are you?
I'm great, Bianca. How are you?
I'm good. I'm really good.
So today we're going to change it up and let's dive into a different conversation. So we're going to talk today about grief and losing a child. So get ready. And if you need your tissue, it's okay. So let's chat.
Awesome.
All right, Bianca. Can you tell me a little bit about yourself first?
Well, I am 27. Originally from Newark, New Jersey, but I'm currently residing in Raleigh, North Carolina. I had my son in 2021, and he passed away in 2023.
Okay. Definitely sorry to hear that.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah. We're making it through, though. We're making it through. It'll be 3 years, April 6th. So it's coming up. It's around the corner, but I'm making it. I'm getting by day, one day at a time,
Yeah, that's all you can do. And things I like to say is one moment at a
Yep.
time, just moment
Yep.
by moment.
Exactly.
Yes. So, can you tell me about your son? Do you mind sharing?
Of course.
What was he like?
He was a bubbly soul. He loved to laugh. That was one of his favorite things. He was a little prankster too, because like we had set up his playpen like a little ball pit, and every time we looking for something, he hid it in that ball pit. So it was like we had to go looking in the ball pit to go find whatever we were looking for. It was funny. It's hilarious. Yeah, he was a very sweet little boy. He loved his mom. He loved his dad. Um, yeah, he was amazing.
Oh, he sound fun and
He was. He
like
was. He'll
hiding
keep you
stuff.
laughing.
Yeah, hiding stuff in the ball pit like that seems to be real fun.
Yeah, he was. He loves sports too. So he had like a
Oh,
little basketball hoop that he just actually shoot the hoop in. It was so cute.
oh,
It was so cute.
that sounds really fun. Like he,
Yeah.
was playful, the
Very,
typical little boy.
very much so. Yes, ma'am. And I never imagined me being a boy mom, so it was a fun experience.
Oh, good. So, can you tell me what do you want people to know about him beyond about what happened?
Um, Beyond what happened, he was just amazing. Like I wish I would have had more time, to actually get to know him because he was only here for what 18 months, but it was the best 18 months I spent. So it was amazing being chosen by such a kind soul. And when he did pass, he had like so many people at his funeral, people I didn't even know.
Oh,
So
wow.
it was amazing. It was just amazing to see that everybody coming together just in support of me, his father, and him. So it was nice. It was nice, especially being so young and seeing a soul like that touch so many people. It was a really great feeling to see.
That's good. That was great that
Yeah.
so many people came out and showed love and support.
Genuine love and support too, because you don't find that often.
No,
Yeah.
definitely not. And especially with children. Like,
Yeah. Exactly.
so what was it like that time when you were emotional and mentally? Like, can you describe it?
So I'm the type of person that I kind of crack jokes and laugh to keep from crying sometimes. So in that moment, I couldn't be that person. So it was a lot. I kind of lost myself a little bit. Just because I was still grieving other things as well. So it was like when it happened, it was like kind of like a why me situation. So it was a lot of turmoil internally because it was like, well, is it my fault? Could it have been something I did? Was it something I could have did more? It was a lot of different things going on in my head at the time. So mentally, I was drowning, but thank God for the support that I had that they didn't allow that, you know? So it was definitely a turning point in my life.
Yeah.
Definitely a turning point. And I'm to the point now where I look at it in a different light. I don't look at it as a negative thing. I kind of found a silver lining in it. It hurts definitely every day, but I found a silver lining to be okay with it to the point where now I can look at it and use it as motivation rather than letting it bring me down.
Yeah.
So I am blessed to have found that.
That's really good. Really, really good. Because, you know, definitely your emotions are all over the place. I can't even imagine. But,
Not a feeling I wish for my worst enemy.
and it was great that you said you had your support there that didn't allow you to get in that slump and, like,
Yeah.
you know what? I see you here, but come on, let's get out of this, you
Right.
know, and give you grace and time to deal with it and
Yeah.
process it.
Yeah. It was the best feeling because I look at myself as a loner sometimes because I have these people around me, but I'm to myself a lot. I don't like being around big crowds. So just having that support just made me feel like, oh wow, I really do have that love and support that I crave sometimes. So it was nice to know that.
That was good. That was
Yeah.
good. Yeah. Have you always been a loner, or were you, you know, did this send
Um,
you in that, like,
I feel like over the years I became a loner because when I moved down here, I didn't really have anybody else other than like my immediate family, like my cousins and stuff like that. And they were older, so it was really just me when I came down here. And I came down
yeah,
here 2012,
okay,
so I was probably what 14, so I was young still. So it was just me from then.
okay. So, how did you begin to process something that didn't have a clear answer?
Um, Honestly, I don't think I actually processed it immediately until after I got away. Because me and my husband at the time, we were going through a lot of stuff before we even lost our kids. So we tried to reconcile, but once we realized it just wasn't going anywhere, it was just like, okay, well, what are we doing? You know, we done lost our kid. Now we're grieving. What are we doing here? So at that point, I just left. I left him. I left where we were living at. I came to Raleigh and I just started over. I ended up finding an amazing job and it led me down my career path. So I owe a lot to that job because it showed me that no matter the age, no matter what you've been through, you can still overcome it or your situation can be worse. So I always looked at it as, all right, my situation is bad, but somebody has it worse. So that kind of helped me a little bit too to really stay afloat and not let myself fall.
Good. Yeah. Sometimes starting over is a good thing.
Yeah, it was the best thing for me. It was something I really needed. I met some really amazing people along the way. So it's like I can tell that in that moment, if I would have stayed where I was, I wouldn't have prospered. So I was like, all I could say to myself was, I got to make my son proud, whether he's here or not. So I had to do better for him.
Good. And I know he's like really proud of you.
Yeah,
Definitely.
definitely.
So, how did losing your son change you as a woman and as a mother?
Dramatically. I feel like before having him, I was just coasting through life. I didn't really have a set plan on where I wanted to be, where I wanted to go, anything like that. I was just coasting. But once I had him, I was like, okay, Now I'm finna set some clear goals. I'm finna achieve these goals because I don't want him to have the same life that I had as a kid. So that alone motivated me to try to push forward. Because at that time I was in school for psychology. But after losing him, everything shifted. So then I became more interested in anything but psychology.
Yeah.
Because it was starting to feel like, okay, well, if I can't help myself, how can I help anybody else? So in that moment, I couldn't help myself.
Yeah.
So I ended up finding a job at a psychiatric hospital as a mental health technician. So going there, I'm looking at everybody else's life, looking at their stories, and I'm just like, okay, this might be something I can be into again.
Yeah.
So talking to the nurses there, they kind of convinced me to go on to nursing school. So I was like, okay, this is a clear goal. This is a clear way to do what I wanted to do at the same time, but not necessarily in the same way. So
Yeah.
that alone made me like, okay, this is the way to make my son proud. I'm going to take this route. So it definitely made me a better person in that manner. Now, being a better mother, I hope I can achieve that again. I feel like I wasn't a bad mom, but I probably wasn't the best mom I could have been. But hopefully this time around, I can redeem myself. I feel like this baby is my redemption baby. So I get to be a mom again. I get to do everything I said I was going to do for him, for her. And I feel like, in a way, he sent her to me. So
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Yeah, I don't ever feel like you are a bad mom or you did anything wrong because, give yourself grace. Like,
Yeah. It took a long
always.
time for me to learn that. It
Yeah.
took a very long time. Because I was always the type of person that blamed myself for everything and internalized everything. So once I realized that, you got to show yourself grace and just realize that not everything is on you. It's not your fault. You can't control everything.
Mm-mm.
So once I learned that, I was like, okay, I can do this.
Yeah. Always. Just like, I can only do what I can.
Exactly.
And that's it.
Exactly. And just be okay with what I can't.
Yeah. And that's something we have to learn as women,
Yeah.
as
Took a
always.
long time to learn it, but hey, I'm here now.
Good. So tell me, what were some of the hardest days like for you in the beginning?
In the beginning, I don't even remember a lot of it. Um, a lot of it, I was going through a dark path. I started drinking more, started smoking weed more. I really just wanted to forget the pain. I just wanted to kind of numb everything. But when I realized that, I was going down a dark path, I kind of was like, I need to figure something out. I need to figure it out. So now at this point, I don't remember a lot of the days in the beginning because I wanted to forget. So now that I do forget, I kind of feel bad, but can't do nothing about it at this point. So
Yeah. And that was your way of coping. And
yeah,
so, we deal with different things like drinking and smoking as our way of like, e- if I can do this, I can escape what has
yeah.
happened. Like, I'm going to forget it.
And I kind of felt like it was a way to keep my sanity as well. Because I felt like if I thought about it too much, if I dwelled on it too much, I might drive myself crazy. Because I'm just in my head trying to figure out, like, is there something I could have done? Is there a way that I could have saved him? Like, what could have been different? And those questions, those what if moments, it was just making everything worse.
Yeah. We do that. Beat ourselves up.
Yep, that's exactly what I was doing.
Yeah.
And at that time, I didn't believe in therapy. So it was like, okay, well, I've been dealing with grief a little bit in my life. I feel like I'm an expert. I'm okay. I'll get through it. But once I realized that my life was going down the wrong direction, I was like, yeah, I need therapy. I need a therapist. So I've been in therapy for almost 3 years now. And best thing I've ever did. Best
Good.
thing. Learned so much about myself.
Oh, yes. And that's what it's for,
Yeah.
definitely to help you and
Yeah.
find other ways of coping. Like,
Yeah. It definitely changed my perspective on therapy. So I'm glad I actually decided to go and get the help I needed.
good, good. Look, even as a therapist, we do therapy ourselves. So it's okay.
Yeah.
It is definitely okay. So, what is something about grief that people don't understand unless they lived it?
I think what people don't understand is when they say that time heals. Time does not. It does not heal. It does not make you forget.
No.
It just makes it a little bit easier. And it's not even easier. It's just more, you find different coping mechanisms within time. So it's like you find ways to just live with it. Because it's one of those things you can't control. Death happens to everybody. So it's like your time could be and now or later. So when the time comes, you got to be okay with it. You got to find a way to be okay with it because it's in God's plan.
Yeah.
So that's what I had to learn and still learning. Because I still be like, well, why couldn't I keep him a little bit longer? So it's definitely one of those up and down things. Like grief is crazy. One minute you're laughing and smiling, next minute a smell, a sound, anything, and now you're triggered and you're crying and you don't know why. So grief is hard, but I feel like it's easier to actually acknowledge your grief than to escape from it. Because when I was escaping from it, it was like, okay, well, now that I'm sober, I'm still feeling it. But once I started going through it, I was like, okay, I feel it. I acknowledge you. But can you make me feel a little bit less than how bad I feel right now? So we're still working on that part.
Yeah. And you can't put a timeline on grief.
Not
And,
at all.
you know, something that I always share is like, you grieve that person from the time they pass to the time that you pass sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
We just have to not allow grief to overtake us
Yeah.
because that's when it gets
All
the
the
best
bad
of
things.
us
Yep.
and things happen. So,
Yeah. And I've seen it. I've seen where grief has taken over people, and I don't want that to be my life.
yeah. Yeah, because I mean, because even like I tell people, like, definitely look at Martin Luther King's daughter,
Mm-hmm.
Yolanda. She passed
Still.
from a grief,
Yeah.
broken heart. She was
Yeah.
grieving her mother.
Both
And
broken heart syndrome is a real thing.
yeah,
It's very real.
yeah. So it's good that you got in therapy. You were able to talk to somebody and you acknowledged it. That's what you said. I acknowledged that I need some help. I
Yeah.
can't. And
And I
that's
feel like that
okay.
was the hardest part because everybody around me, that's what they do, you know? So that's how they deal with their issues. And that's how, and I didn't want that to be me. I didn't want to end up like that. Because sometimes, people can be functional and sometimes they aren't. So it's like, I don't want to end up being one of the ones that's not.
Yeah, most definitely. Because, you have those that are like, oh, I'm a functional alcoholic. I can go to work every day. And I'm grieving. I can go to work every day. And it's in the
Yep.
back of my head. So, and
Yeah.
it's like you said, it's a smell. It's like, I smell that. And bam.
Yep. It's two songs in particular that get me every time. Heaven by Beyonce and Thick Fine Woman. I don't know who made that song. I don't even know why he liked that song. But one day he came home and that song came on the radio and he was just in the backseat jamming. So I was like, okay. Don't know this song. I don't know why you know it, but okay. It was just the cutest thing ever.
Oh, yeah, kids.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I'm glad you have some great memories like
Yeah.
that is so important. So, what helped you the most during your healing process? I know you mentioned therapy. What else has helped you?
My friends. My friends and my family. They always checked on me. They made sure I was okay. They allowed the space to me to just vent and just cry if I needed to. Because I'm not really the type of person that like to cry around people. But in that moment, I couldn't. I couldn't hold back the tears. So it's just like having that level of support was amazing. So I give them all their props. They might get on my nerves from time to time, but I would never trade my friends and my family for nothing.
Yeah. And that's great. Like you said before, support is something you definitely need. And
Yes, because you cannot do everything alone. Like I said, I'm a loner, so it was like I'm used to doing things alone. I'm used to grieving alone because I was to the point where okay, so what am I telling you about my problems for? You can't help me with my problems. So once I got out of that mindset, it was like, okay,
Yeah.
maybe you can help me just a little bit. Maybe talking about it does help.
Yeah.
And I know once I did start my job at the psych hospital, it was a major eye opener for me. And it was like, okay, I can talk about my problems to people that's older than me, that's been through worse situations, that's probably been through situations that they think is worse, regardless of their perspective on what they were going through. It was like,
Yeah.
okay, this person is about 20, 40 years older than me, but they're sitting here telling me that I helped them get through whatever situation they were dealing with,
And
that
that's
I was
good.
an inspiration to them. So that right there alone made me feel good, because I'm only 27. I was 26 at the time when I was started this job. So it was like, I'm young and you're older than me, and I'm an inspiration to you. That was kind of shocking to me, because I never had that, never experienced anything like that. I'm always looking up to older people, so
Yeah.
having somebody of older age and wisdom and they're looking up to me, I was just like, okay, I guess I'm doing something right. So I was like, okay, well, here we are, I guess.
Yeah.
You know, and I gave a lot of it to God anyway. Like, I just let go a lot of the reins and just like, Jesus be a fence and take the wheel, because if I take it, we gonna crash.
Take the wheel and drive, please, real
Please.
fast.
I just need to be a passenger princess right now.
Yes. And that's good that, you found some comfort in your job and the clients that you serve,
Yeah.
because it's so important.
It's amazing. It's definitely amazing. Never thought I would be in this field as a nurse, but it's the best thing I ever did.
Yeah. Like I said, I like psych. So, yeah. What emotions come up when you found out that you were pregnant again? Because you are
Woo!
expecting.
A lot of emotions, a lot. I think fear was probably the most influential. I think I was scared about almost everything that could go wrong. I was just like, okay. I think fear of failure was probably like the biggest in me, because I was just like, okay, I don't want to lose this child. You know, I don't want to be not who I'm supposed to be for this child, because it was just like, okay, I can't take another loss like that. I know mentally I would probably go insane and have to be in the hospital with my clients. So, fear, excitement, joy, so many things all at once, flooding. But overall, joy and happiness won over the fear.
Good. That's really good. Yeah. Because it's okay to feel like, uh, again,
Like, are we serious? Like, not me. Because in my mind, I can't even have kids again. So, huh? Me? Pregnant? Okay. So, yeah.
yeah.
But honestly, I am grateful that I am given the opportunity to be a mom again.
Yeah.
And I'm even more grateful that I get to be a mom to a baby girl. Because I've always wanted a twin. So, because my son, he looked just like his dad. And I was just like, ugh. He act like me, though. He acted just like me, but he looked just like his daddy. And I was just like, you supposed to be my twin. I carried you for 9 months.
In the back seat with that music.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's good. And congratulations. I'm so happy
Thank
for you
you.
that you
Thank you.
get to experience it again. And
Yes,
this
it's
is going to
exciting.
be an amazing.
It's
Just
exciting.
keep.
And it's my boyfriend's first child, so
Okay.
he's very excited. And I've known him and his family forever, so they're really excited. So
Oh, good.
it's a lot different this go around.
Great. I'm super happy for you.
Thank you.
Yes. So what? So where? I'm sorry. Where has some strength come from during this journey?
God, honestly, like without him, it would be no
Oh
me.
yeah.
So I've literally every time I wanted to fall and just give up, I just give it to him. I'm just like, you brought me this far, you're not gonna give up on me now. I know you're
Yeah.
not. So it's like, why would I even give up now? My blessings could come tomorrow. It could come in the next 5 minutes. So
Yes.
I gotta keep going, you know. And that song "Ways" by Janae Aiko definitely keeps me going.
Good.
So yeah,
Good. Yeah. I'm a person that music keeps me going too. Like
different songs.
Yeah,
So yeah,
definitely,
and that's a
definitely.
great way of coping is music.
It is. It is.
Yes,
Because it's just so many different vibrations and frequencies in music that can really bring it out of you if you can't.
yes,
So I like that. And I'm a very spiritual person too. So it's like outside of God and the music, I sit with myself and I meditate and I, try to get in contact with my inner child and heal whatever needs to be healed within me as well. So
yeah,
it's a lot. It's definitely a lot, but it's a comforting process.
good. Yeah, it is. It definitely is, but that's good. And I like the songs that you have, like some
Thank you.
great songs, great
Thank you.
songs, great songs. So, what would you say to another mother who is experiencing or has experienced the loss of their child?
Keep going. Never give up, because, like, at the end of the day, whether you believe in God or not, they're looking down on you.
Yeah,
That child is always going to be with you in spirit.
yes,
And you can feel that. So it's like, you got to keep going. You can't just give up because you're still a mom at the end of the day.
oh yeah,
Even if they're not here, if they're here in spirit, here in physical, you're still a mom. So
yeah,
you still got to move like you're a mom. You can't just forget and just be who you were before you had that child because you're never going to be that person again.
mm-mm,
So I just say always keep going, just always live like that baby is watching you right now by your side because that's exactly what's going on.
exactly, and that's good. Definitely great words to share
Thank you.
because they always with you, and no matter you had that child for
No
two
matter.
days, 18 months, 16 months, they're always a part of you, and you
Yep,
still earn that title of mother.
exactly. And it took me a minute to learn that. It took me a minute to learn that because it used to be hard for me to answer that question of do you have kids? Because I'm like, well, how do I answer that? Because do I gotta explain to people every time they ask me do I have a kid or not? Like,
Yeah,
do I say yes, but he's not here, he passed away, or do I say no and then act like he don't exist? So I
yeah,
just be like, yeah, I got a kid because who are you for me to explain anything to? So
yeah,
people ask, I'm like, yeah, I got two kids.
yeah. No matter if he's in heaven or right here sitting next to me. Yes.
Exactly.
So, what would you say to a mother who is pregnant again after losing a child and struggling with her fears?
Don't let the fear eat you alive because it will try. It will try its hardest. Just be happy. Just enjoy the experience and live knowing that whichever baby that you lost gave you this new baby.
Yes,
Because I feel like every baby's a blessing. So this is
they
your
are.
new blessing. You lost one and you gained another.
Yes, they are. They are really a blessing. So, a couple of more questions.
Sure.
What helped you the most during the healing process? I know you mentioned therapy and your family. Is there anything else that helped you?
Really just getting real with myself. I just the mindfulness of it all and like the healing that I had to do internally outside of others. Because, yeah, having a support system and therapist can only take you so far. You got to be
Yes,
willing to do the work. So if you're not willing to do the work, what's the point? So
yes.
I had to make myself willing. And I feel like that is what really set me over the edge to really fast track my healing.
I know you mentioned that, what helped you during the healing process was one thing important that you said earlier was accepting it, that you need to grieve and you need it to for yourself. You had to accept it,
Yep.
and that's so important. Like you said, that therapy can go such a long way, and or your family and your support, but you need it for yourself. So I really
Yeah.
like that.
Honestly, I don't think I actually got true acceptance until I went to nursing school. Once I was learning about what he went through, what caused him to pass, and everything, that's what actually gave me the acceptance that I needed and to be able to deal with it because it was like, okay, well, I didn't know none of this prior. So
Yeah.
it's like, there's really nothing I could have done. So once I got that confirmation, I was good. I was like, okay, I'm better. I can be okay. I can breathe again. So
Yeah.
it was good to get that.
And that's good. I'm glad you found some, some way of accepting. Like, I didn't do anything wrong as a mom.
Yeah.
This is something that I couldn't change or anything. So that's really good. Really good. So tell me, what are some ways that you honor your son or remember him?
I go to his gravesite and decorate it for the holidays. Like I'm probably gonna go down there either Tuesday or Friday when I'm off and decorate it for Easter.
Okay.
So
I like
I
that.
try to do it every holiday for Easter, Thanksgiving, Christmas. So and sometimes I'll do it for his birthday. But being as though his birthday is so close to Thanksgiving, sometimes I just like, okay, well, we'll wait.
I like that. That is really good. I do see people, they decorate for, especially for kids. They take candy and different things like that. Spider-Man
Yeah,
or
he was a really really big Mickey Mouse fan. So every time I can, I try to get a lot of Mickey themed stuff to make sure that's what's around him.
I know he's smiling like, I still got my Mickey.
Yeah, yeah, and I carry him with me every day. This is his fingerprint. So I wear this, and sometimes when I get sad or I just feel like I need to feel his presence, I'll just remember that his fingerprint's right here.
Oh, that's sweet. I love that. Because most people, some of them have the person's ashes that they wear around their neck or,
Yeah.
different places like that. That's sweet. I like that.
Yeah, thank you.
Definitely. So, what brings you hope today?
Just being here, honestly, because I feel like if anything else, if I didn't get my life together, I probably wouldn't be here. So I feel like just being here in this moment, being able to talk to you and do this podcast and being able to share my story, even just a little bit to help the next person, it gives me hope for the future.
That's great. I'm definitely glad that you're here and able to share your story.
Thank you. Thank
Because
you.
it's very important because you don't know who is listening and
Yeah.
who might be going through the same thing.
Very
And
true. Very true. Because I know I'm not the only one that experienced what I
Yeah.
have. So it's like to be able to help even one person is good enough for me.
That's good. And one last question. What legacy do you hope your child life continues to have?
Just that hope itself, being as though he was such a bubbly soul and being able to touch so many people, I just hope that lives on, especially in his sister. Like I hope she has a little bit of his personality in that aspect. So that's exciting to see. I'm ready.
Great, great. So, I definitely want to thank you for sharing your story
Of course. Thank you for
and
having me.
sharing about your son. What was his name?
Aiden.
Aiden, and definitely sharing about Aiden because he is still watching, and
And
I
he
hope we
definitely
made you
is.
proud today, Aiden,
Yes.
sharing your story.
Yes. Yes. I know he's looking down just to smile, just to laughing and giggling.
Hiding little things in his balls.
And his little ball pit. Yep.
Love it. Well, again, thank you so much, Bianca.
Of
And
course. Anytime.
yes. All right, moms. Thank y'all for listening today. And I hope that this story of Bianca's and Aiden has helped someone that might be going through or even know someone that is dealing with it. And always remember, you can always get grief. You can always reach out to someone. Don't do this alone. Yes, I'm a grief therapist, but also know that there's others out there. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share Momfluence. We love you. Have a blessed night.